Hi. How ADHD feels like? The first one, I think, in my case, is the most hardest one. And that is disorganization. My work desk was always very messy. And many times my room was also very messy. It was always, for me, very hard to keep everything checked and organized. And I tried my best. I would clean everything, then just like that, again, everything was all over the place. Papers everywhere. That was always the most challenging thing, the disorganization. Your mind is very disorganized. Sometimes it's very hard to put puzzles together. It was always very hard to prioritize things. Basically, maintaining that balance was always very hard, very difficult. It was possible many times, but it was lots of work.
So I try to do the best I can.
Another big thing is zoning out and simply being not there. You can have a conversation with somebody, or you can listen an audiobook. You can just like that go into your own head, just zone out. I remember in school, teacher would talk, and the whole lecture would just pass me by. I would just have my own audio track in my head, and I would not understand why. A person could talk to me, and I would stare at them, and I would not hear the word they were saying. And this quality also makes you look very rude because it feels like, because for other people, it looks like you're not interested. It's like sometimes you live in your own world, which sometimes can be a good thing, because sometimes reality is not that good, so it's good to daydream. But it can be a big problem, especially in relationships and at work. Especially if you drive very heavy machinery. Zoning out is not very good. Hard to focus or losing interest. This is also a very big thing. I would get super hyper interested in something. I would just be obsessed, and then I would just lose interest very fast. This happened to me in a lot of things. I used to love skateboarding, for example. I would be very passionate about skateboarding. I would just watch all the skateboarding videos. I would read about skateboarding. I would just be very obsessed over skateboarding. Then, just like that, I would lose interest. I would go start playing guitar, just be obsessed about playing guitar, be obsessed about music. So that I was always looking for the next stimulation, the next big thing for me. That also could be a good thing, actually, because we have lots of interest. You have very rich life because you have very lots of interest. But the problem is that you never really become good at anything because you always switch to interest. I think this YouTube channel is like the longest thing I ever done in my life. I mean, it's almost 2 years non-stop. So I'm pretty proud of myself that, because I remember, because I never even worked for 2 years straight in one job. As for focus, sometimes the focus would be just horrible. In life, if you have no focus, basically it will affect your school, work, relationships. Hyperactivity. If you have ADHD, then you know that hyperactivity can be quite a struggle also. Because I remember many times I would be like a bunny sometimes. My hyperactivity always made me a little bit jumpy. I would always react to things maybe too much. With hyperactivity, you feel like you're always on the edge, like there's some kind of like engine running. You just feel like you have this engine inside your brain, inside your body that's always running. And sometimes that engine would do very bad things because it would make made me very impulsive. I would react to things too much. You always want to be on the move, which can be very, very tiresome. You're like a great white. You always have to like move everywhere. You're never really satisfied. So what are your ADHD symptoms? Comment down below. Thank you for watching. If you want, you can like this video, you can subscribe if you want. Only if you want. Take care and bye.